Hello, everyone, and welcome to the IAM Love Builders Show with your hosts, Casper and Cheryl Stockham.
Yes.
We are so glad that you decided to tune in with us today. We'd like to take this opportunity to give a great big shout out to all of our broadcast partners. Thank you for being with us. IAM Love Builders is a show that's dedicated to all things dealing with relationships and communication. Regardless of whether you are married or single, our heart's desire is for you to be an MVP. That's the most valuable partner in your marriage or relationship.
Yes.
Because at IAM Love Builders, we believe that if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
No doubt about that. Hey, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, and our sponsors right now are IAM Love Builders, and we just finished. Well, we recorded a TV show several months ago.
Yes.
But we had a premiere on the 21st of November, so it's been a couple weeks, and it's live.
It's live.
All the episodes are up on Zandra TV.
Mhm.
They can go to Zandra TV YouTube. You can look up Zandra TV. They can also go to the website, ZandraTV.com, I believe. They can also download it from Roku, Apple, or Amazon.
Mhm.
So it's all over the place. They can also get to it from our app.
Yes.
So we'll talk more about that in a minute. We have two micro networks that we are looking for content providers for. One is a kingdom-based network for kingdom programming. The other one is a positive programming-based micro network. We also have plenty of services we provide through Zandra TV, media services. We have TV advertising, pay-per-view platforms, podcast productions, you name it. We also have a free Facebook group called Most Valuable Podcast Network, where we highlight and showcase podcasters. So we do a 15-minute interview to help them get more exposure for their podcasts. And we have groups that some of our groups are well over 100,000 members on social media. So we could just to get them a lot of exposure. And we have a Most Valuable Partner Club call we do twice a month. We just did one here a couple of days ago. And these are free. And you can get to them by downloading our free app. We'll talk more about that. We have a MVP Premier program or offer. This is really an exclusive offer for about maybe 8 couples per year.
Mhm.
You can get more information about that by scanning the QR code. And we have MVP Lite that's available for everyone. It's free. It includes the training that I talked about earlier. All right, so we our show is live, Winning with Love.
Yes, it is.
Recorded it a couple months ago, and it is now live, and people can access it through all those ways I mentioned before. You know, you
can go to our website, IAM Love Builders.
Click on the MVP app.
And then, click on the app, and the app will take you so that you can see all of the episodes for our first season.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Yeah, so those are all up there for you to view. You can binge watch them, or you can just watch one a week, or however you want to do it. So that's exciting, and we have a lot of things going on through Zandra TV. But I wanted to play this quick little intro for our MVP Premier program that we're super excited about. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll be back in just a second. All right, so that was awesome, but that wasn't what I wanted to I clicked on the wrong button. I didn't want to play that one just yet. I wanted to play the Winning with Love one because it shows a preview of our show.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try that one.
You'll try that one now? All right.
Which is my camera?
This is right there, all the way down.
Oh, okay, I can talk to him. After all, he's my camera. I can talk to him.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Winning with Love with Casper and Cheryl Stockham. We are here with our wonderful guests.
God has been very graceful, amazing. That's why I'm here. So now through my story, I want to impact ladies, especially ladies, also men, letting them know that even though they might not have a mother, whether she's passed or not, that as long as they have the Lord, which we all do, it is well, and we will be able to make it through. Going back to what you stated, it's that work factor. While I was teaching, that's one thing that I've noticed about this generation. If I have to work hard for it, then I really don't want it.
Wow.
And the fact that, in marriage, you have to put in work. Work is required for it to work.
So we weren't arguing with one another, but maybe we needed to be.
Right.
Maybe we needed to be getting uncomfortable.
Yes.
And so there needs to be a willingness to be uncomfortable so that you can find a new level of comfort in life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? When you grow comfortable in discomfort, that's a problem.
Yeah, we do our best to not tiptoe around each other's emotions.
Right.
Okay.
We have to face them.
I'd only been saved 11 months. He'd been saved since he was 19.
All right.
Because I came from there and he had never been there. So I was that person that is like, how do you two get together?
Yeah.
And so we, his story was mostly, walking with the Lord and being saved, the good guy, and I came from the street.
But at the end of the day, I believe in marriage, and I think that it's really important. And what I see, Satan doing is just tearing up households left and right.
Right.
So when you all came to the network, I was just so like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to do this.
Yeah.
Because we need to really keep the home and the family and relationships together.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she has to be out there somewhere. Because I don't know how to pick her. Obviously, my picker's broke. So I need to figure out how to pick the right person. I need your help, guys. And it was 2 weeks later, you flashed in my mind. All right, Gwen.
Italy.
Italy.
Hey!
40 points.
All right.
And we back in the lead.
How often would your spouse say they show affection? Every day, a few times a week, last month, or never? All right.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Woo!
All right.
Disney.
What's up?
All right. Ashley, what is your favorite possession?
My wedding ring.
Your wedding ring.
I put a frowny face, but I got it right.
All right.
We're so glad you guys are with us. We're going to have a great time on this season. There's going to be more to come. You have been watching Winning with Love with Casper and Cheryl Stockham. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That was exciting.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Every time I see that,
Mhm.
I see the promo, I just like, wow,
Yeah, we did it.
Lord, I can't believe you really had us to do a TV show.
I know. It's been less
It
than
was
a year.
exciting.
We started earlier this year, and by the end of the year,
And here we are.
Yep.
Wow. Thinking about season 2 now.
Yep. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring on our MVP guests. They have a lot of stuff going on. We want to delve into their life and how they met and got married and now running businesses and doing all that. And they are coming to us from Canada. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and we're going to get into their story.
Amen.
All right. let's bring on our MVP guests. We're back with IAM Love Builders, Casper and Cheryl. And we have some awesome folks coming to us from all the way from Ontario area, Canada. We have Donovan and Samantha Campbell. Samantha is a registered psychotherapist, and Donovan is a songwriter, gospel music artist, author. Actually, they both are authors as well. So, hey guys, welcome to
Welcome.
welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for having us on your program.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, please introduce yourselves to our audience and stuff. We want to hear all about your life.
Samantha, it looks like you're up. You've been chosen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You want to know all about my life?
Yes.
Yes. Like, how did you all meet? How long you've been married? Do you have children?
Yes, we do have one son. Our first son. He is 2.
Okay.
He keeps us going. We've met in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Got it right. Normally, 2012 we celebrated our 7th anniversary.
No, she
He
didn't.
knows more than me.
She don't get that one right.
Normally, it's the other way
August.
around, where the
August
guy doesn't know.
August of this year, we celebrate our 8th anniversary, wedding
Oh,
anniversary.
Okay.
Okay.
We met 2012.
Okay.
And it's a long distance relationship. So I was in the Caribbean back home in Jamaica, and she was here in Canada. So
Okay.
that's where the relationship started. And we met through a mutual church brother,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time I was just so busy in church with probably about 6 or 5 different posts.
Mm-hmm.
In the church. Is all about, I was just all about God. I wasn't really interested into a relationship because of previous broken heart relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
I just can't see myself just going into a relationship just a few years. I was looking forward for a lifetime relationship. So when I wasn't seeking relationship, that's when.
Yeah.
That's
when
My story is similar to where I just graduated from my undergrad, and I was not looking for a relationship. I was more focused on either getting a job or going to pursue my master's.
Mm-hmm.
I was also involved in the church with different things in the community as well, volunteering. And I had no interest at all in getting into a relationship. However, our mutual friend said, "Hey, try out this guy." Not try him out. He's not a kid, but like talk to this person. I'm like, okay, we'll give it a try. But what really connected was, when I did have that first conversation, he was explaining that he's a family person and he likes to pray. And at the time, he had this prayer group that he was facilitating. And I'm like, okay, I need some prayer right now. Just see how it goes, join it. And I joined. He had a support group of a prayer group going on. I joined that, and then after a while, just getting to know him on a deeper level, I was able to get more interested in who he is, and then the rest is history.
All right. So how long did you all date before you all got married or engaged?
Mhm.
I would say about 3 years.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Yeah, about 3 years. And God spoke to me. God spoke to me.
Mhm.
God spoke to me, and I prayed about it, and I just made the move and
So
engaged her.
okay, so it sounds like the prayer group was kind of like the bonding point to where it helped you guys get to know each other better. Plus, you were praying together, with the others in the group as well. So how long did you date before, or how long did you date before you actually saw each other?
Here?
About a year.
Yeah.
A year. About a year.
Because you guys are quite a bit a distance away from did you say Jamaica
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Canada? Boy, that's a
Yeah.
lot of miles in between. How
Yeah.
did you all keep that going?
Oh wow, that's another story by itself. Um, so at the time, my wife was she enrolled into our master program to become a psychotherapy,
Uh-huh.
and I I offer my help to help her to do her assignment,
Uh-huh.
and by helping her, that's where the relationship gets regular and stronger, because you know at the time when she was doing her master program, it's like basically every day there's an assignment for her,
Yeah.
and the assignment involves definitely thinking outside of the box and thinking deep, and it was a lot for her, and I offer my help, and she accept my help, and that's where she get to know me on another deeper level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think another thing that he's missing is just that regular check-in. So we will check in, like we will try to do devotions, whether it be in the morning or in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Just we started out continuing with the prayer thing, and just checking in with each other throughout the day. A text message, an encouraging text message there to say, "Hey, have a good morning or a good day," and then still checking back. In the like we constantly text each other and like made arrangement to whether it be Zoom at the time or Skype at the time.
Skype at the
Skype at the
time.
time, and then eventually we got more creative and just trying to do different. Like we had a couple's calendar I created of different activities that we could have done like
Oh,
via
wow.
Skype. So we kept it interesting like that. So
Okay,
yeah.
hold that thought. I want to hear more about that. And I'm going to tell you about my daughter, who's also in a long distance relationship similar to what you guys have right now. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to IAM Love Builders Show, Casper and Cheryl. We have our special guest in studio, Donovan and Samantha Campbell. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we are back with IAM Love Builders Show, Casper and Cheryl. We have our special MVP guests in studio with us, Donovan and Samantha Campbell. And I was mentioning about my daughter, who is in a long distance relationship and has been for at least a year now, I think, or maybe more. And she's never met her, well, they're calling each other husband and wife. They're not physically, married, but they talk to each other every day, sometimes for hours every day. And it's to the point now that they basically just call each other husband and wife at this point. but it's like a long distance relationship. Those are tough, and
Very tough. Very tough.
and you were talking about some of the ways that you were making it work with the different activities that you could do long distance, right? So feel free to go more into that.
Okay. Go my wife, because she's the one who came up with the calendar.
Yeah, I just like to be creative and all of that. So one of it was games that we could play, and different games that was interactive, and then also we would have like a movie night. So we'll find a movie on YouTube and we share on our screen, and then a cooking
What's up?
cooking time to, although we're far apart, like just either me cooking in the kitchen or just something like along those lines. And at times, since he wrote, he will like write, we will write, I think the first time we had wrote a song together, either over the phone or
Yeah.
so he came up with a song. So like things like that. I can't remember exactly all but those are some of the things that we were able to that will be something that we can bring back.
Mhm.
But those are some of the activities that we were able to do while we were dating.
Yeah, we find several creative ways just to know each other more. As my wife said, while I was back home, I'll be in the kitchen cooking. She's here in Canada cooking, and we're on the phone talking, on the phone while cooking, watching movie or even movies. Probably sometimes watch 2 movies on a weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And we even take shower on the phone too. Yeah. We mean we find crazy ways to, just to make our relationship be happy and so forth.
Well, that's very interesting because I don't hear that. I don't know a lot of long distance couples, but I have not heard of them being so creative as you two were. I think that is awesome because you need to spend as much time together as you can so that you can really get to know each other.
Right.
Right.
No, that's powerful. That's powerful. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys, so eventually after 3 years, you get married. So when's the first time that you saw Samantha, Donovan? When you
Face to face.
Face to face.
Was the following year, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did she come to Jamaica? Or did you go to Canada?
Well, she come to Jamaica because she travel every year, go to Jamaica. So
Okay.
so comes.
Are you from Jamaica as well, Samantha?
Yes, I was born there. I just migrated when I was 12 to Canada.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you still have family there?
Yes, my mom is still there and most of my family. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How did you get all the way to Canada?
Long story. But I came with my dad and my other siblings.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very good.
Now, were you guys from the same area in Jamaica? In other words, the same township or whatever it's called?
No.
So you didn't know each other at all.
No. No.
All right. Okay, so you get married and newlyweds, and you have a 2-year-old son. Is he 2 now, or?
Yeah, 2 now.
Yes, he's 2 now.
Okay. All right. So how is it being new parents with a 2-year-old? Plus, you both are very busy doing a lot of things. We're going to get into those things here in a second. But how do you work that family dynamic?
Wait, before you answer that, I gotta ask you, Donovan. You chose Canada over Jamaica? I'm just thinking of the weather, the climate. That has got to be something different.
For sure. Even right now, it is on the minus side. It is on the crazy cold side.
Wow.
I follow the queen.
Love it.
I follow the queen.
Yeah. Okay.
So tell us about, so you get engaged, you get married, and you spend that first year together. So having all those activities via Skype or online was one thing, but now that you're face to face, were you able to really keep that line of communication going? Did you find out that you really knew each other as well as you had thought you did?
For me personally, yes, because communication was definitely the primary factor for a relationship, because we spend such quality time, whether praying with friends or having that devotion with both of us, or we're doing our activities on the phone. And we're texting each other back and forth. So the communication definitely was there very strong, and that is key for me, communication.
Yeah.
I don't know for my wife.
I was just thinking, I'm a thinker. So for me, I think that we try to maintain that communication thing, but as any being real, coming from off long distance to coming together, there is like that part of you're still getting to know that person, right? Just getting to understand living with that person. So it took some while, but at least we're able to just maintain the communication by whether it be praying with each other, and at some point we had joined a marriage group
Yeah.
with other married couples, where we just be able to strengthen our relationship that way, to see what's going on, right? What needs to be improved, things like that. But definitely the transition was, I would say, a learning experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, had either one of you been married before?
No.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. First marriage. All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to start with Samantha, and we're going to delve into the things that you're doing with your website that we put up. We're going to talk about all of that when we get back. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we're back with IAM Love Builders Show, Casper and Cheryl, and we have our special MVP guests on the line with us here. We have Donovan and Samantha Campbell, and Samantha is a registered psychotherapist, and we're going to delve into her career here now. You can get to her website by going to samanthacampbell.org. And so, Samantha, how long have you been in the arena or area of psychotherapy?
I would say 7 years.
Okay.
Yes, 7 years. I've started my private practice since 2019. Yeah, so still new, but not so new.
So tell us what is psychotherapy all about?
Yes.
Good question. So it is a fancy word, I always say, for counseling, but it's more focused on the mental health and well-being of a person. So going on a deeper level, not just because we all have mental health, but the goal, we all thrive to have good mental health. But of course, some persons struggle with, have challenges with different daily activities, and that's when it turns into mental illness. So just being able to help persons to be able to regulate their thoughts, regulate their emotions and behaviors, so that they're able to integrate themselves into society, where they're able to function better in at work, at home, or whatever it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A short summary of it.
What was it that got you interested in that? I mean, how do you just wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to become a psychotherapist? How does that work?
I know. So I started my undergrad in child and youth care. So I had a passion to work with young people. So I've always been working with young people, whether it be at the church level, in Pathfinder, or a young women's ministry, things like that. And I took it to a different level by volunteering within my community, because I felt like in doing my placement for child and youth care, I wasn't getting that much experience. It wasn't giving me that much. So I took it on myself to just go out in my community. And then my community was like considered at-risk community. So I did volunteer working with a group of young girls. It was an arts program, creative arts program, for after school program. But it wasn't only an arts program. We really invested in the girls in terms of taking them out on trips, and we had conversations with them and things like that. And during relating with them and bonding and just developing that relationship with them, I realized that they were bringing certain issues that was deeper, and I felt that I needed to support them on a deeper level. So they were coming with like home issues, school issues, and all these other things. And I wasn't a therapist and it wasn't a counselor, but I tried to give them the much as I could. So they really kind of inspired me to kind of like go further my career in counseling psychology to become a psychotherapist, just to be able to um, reach young people and their families on a better level. So yeah, that's where the inspiration came.
Wow,
Amen.
wow.
Amen.
So, right, you had a question?
Okay.
So, what age group are your clients you work with now? What's the age?
So it's not only young people. I do from teens to young adults, adults, but I mostly specifically focus on like teens, young adults, and those persons emerging from like college, university, still
Mhm.
finding the challenges to be able to find out their purpose in life and all of that. But I generally deal with everybody, but my population is what I've mentioned.
Yeah. So, you mentioned something that was key to me because a lot of youth don't really know, or they're still trying to figure out what their purpose is, right? So they're kind of struggling with that, and struggling with life, they're struggling with a lot of the just challenges being a young adult or going from a teen to young adult. And they are trying to figure out their purpose. So what are some things that you say to them or help them with, or do you have kind of like a um, not a quick way, but what are some of the things you do to help them find their purpose?
I normally take a strength-based approach in whatever I do. So it's just really letting them know, where that they first of all they need to be self-aware and not live their life through other people. Because
Right.
most of the time I do get stories where it's like they don't have that independency, they're living their life through their parents, or they're just um, living their life through what teachers or whatever have enforced on them to say, okay, you need to be this. So finding their real passion, really, in terms of what are you passionate about,
Yeah.
and taking it from there, using their strengths and realizing that um, what they want to do, not in the moment, but in the future,
Right.
and they see themselves doing it more than just not for the money, but for everything, right?
Yeah.
So I like to encourage them that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, it starts with their interests, like you were saying, that if you can get them, if they can find their purpose based upon what they're really interested in, then it gives them even more incentive, or they're more excited about pursuing that. If it's just about money, then they say, well, I want to do that because I want to make a lot of money. Okay, but then you may not have enough willpower, or
Talent,
talent, or
skill.
whatever skill to get to that point, right?
Mhm.
So helping them find their purpose and finding out what they're really passionate about definitely, to me, goes a long way towards that.
Yes, for sure.
All right, very good, very good. So if someone wants to connect with you, how would they do that?
I would say my website at www.samanthacampbell.org. I am also on all the different social media, LinkedIn, Instagram. I have a Facebook business account, Creating Meaningful Counseling Services. Instagram is Sam_CMCS. And I do have a YouTube channel as well. It's struggling right now, but on this YouTube channel, I do post different mental health topic skills, topics about, like, for example, stress, just providing tools to educate people. And I do have a devotional book on on mental health. It's just to bring awareness about anybody can read it, and just bringing awareness about, I feel like sometimes we start the conversation about mental health, but we don't continue it. So bridging that gap, talking about religious guilt, trauma, depression, suicide, and how that impacts persons, whether it be in the church, outside of the church, and how people view. So it's kind of an interesting twist, including different what do you call it, creative activities in the book as well. So it's not just my husband says it's a workbook, but
workbook.
So if you don't want to read, there's activities in there
Workout.
for you to be able to
work out the negative thoughts.
So it's all your negative thoughts, not now.
So if they want to get to the that workbook or that devotional plus your YouTube channel, they can get to all that through your website?
Yes, it's all on my website, so it can be accessed there.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Donovan to explore his songwriting and things that he's doing. We'll take another quick break. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we are back with Donovan and Samantha Campbell and their little one in the background somewhere. And so we were talking with Samantha earlier about her psychotherapy practice. And now we're going to talk to Donovan about his songwriting, artist and author and so forth. So, you okay? Did he fall?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is he all right?
He's okay.
It's okay. Okay. So for me, where songwriting started for me about 25 years ago is that I was just writing my feelings unto God when I was going to high school. And because the temptation was real, being a young Christian, going to high school, being around so many different students at different ages and so forth. So persons were really tempting me by saying words or putting stuff in my way for me to do something, to say, oh, I catch you sin, what you said you sin. So I just start to just write unto God, and that's where the whole writing aspect of songwriting started for me over 25 years. But for me, recording my first song, as my wife said before, I wrote my the first song I ever record is a song that I wrote with my girlfriend, now is my wife, and that was like 15 years ago. So I've been writing songs of 15 years, never recorded no song, but that's where I start go to the studio, and from then every year I just keep going to the studio recording new songs.
Now, would you say your style, or what would you say your style of music is? In other words, is it? It sounds like it's from a Christian perspective, but there are different flavors of that. So, would you say is it like rap, or is it ballad, or what's it?
I would say it is reggae R&B type of flow.
Okay, all right, very good. Yeah, so that's fascinating. So you've been writing for a long time, and now you've been able to put some of those into an actual song or production. Is that something that you sing, or do you have someone else sing, or?
It's everything that I do it on my own so far. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have those? Are those recordings now like for sale, or or are they just for your personal?
Yeah, they're on all digital platforms. So I released my first album in 2021. So
Okay.
the name of it is God Plus Me Equal Purpose
All
by
right.
Brother DC. So my gospel name is Brother DC, and the name of the album is God Plus Me Equal Purpose.
God bless me equals my purpose. Very
No, God
good.
Plus Me Equal Purpose.
Equals purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Okay, and if somebody wanted to download that music or get to it, how would they find it?
As I said before, they're all on it is available on all music platform, and persons can go and check out my music also on my YouTube page by Brother DC Music.
Brother
Okay.
DC Music. So if
Okay.
you do a search for Brother DC Music on YouTube,
Yeah,
you should be able to find, and you have samples of your songs up there, and then
yeah. And persons can go to my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page called Brother DC, so persons can go there and they will see links to my YouTube and see stuff that I've been doing.
All right.
all right. Now, do you perform those songs as well, like at church or other
Yeah.
venues?
Yeah, for sure. Even right now, after I finish this interview, I'll be rushing out of here to go to a charity event that is
Oh,
taking
wow.
place in Toronto. Yeah.
Very
So
good.
yeah, so I've been performing regular at churches, events and so forth, you know.
So
Yeah.
tell me, what instruments do you play?
That's another question. I don't play no instrument, but I have a little touch of playing
Okay.
drum. I don't play no instrument.
Okay.
I tell people over and over, I believe my strongest gift is writing than
Mhm.
to sing, than to and to go to the music studio.
Okay.
And I really discovered that. And that's why I create books and even right now I'm in the process of wrapping up 2 coaching guides regarding to persons to identify their talent,
Okay.
and another coaching guide that I am wrapping up also. That one is just amazing to me. I call it, so the first one is called Action Your Talent,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be having those uploaded on my website
Mhm.
probably this week or next week, the latest.
Mm-hmm.
And the second coaching guide is geared towards, I call it, God created you and us to be creative. And I'm coming from a perspective of be creative personally, be creative in your family life, be creative in ministry, be creative as an entrepreneur. And it's just so amazing to me. I'm so mind blown even talking to you, because everything that I've been doing over the years, I do it from a Bible based
Yes.
perspective. So I use some Bible verse are coming from that background to create what I'm creating.
Wow.
I find it amazing that we sell ourselves short unless a person sings or dance or draws. The rest of us seem to think we're not creative, but God made us all to be creative.
Yeah. I tell you, it's gonna be a mind blowing, because even right now, I know I talked to Jasper few weeks ago and told him about a vision that God has given to me, or I say a dream, to do the entire book of Proverbs. Because for me, the book of Proverbs, it's a book for me of multiple P's.
Yes.
I
Yes.
know it talk about wisdom, and it talk
Hold
about
that, hold that thought. We're going to come back and talk about that because I want you to unpack that for us. Hey, you're listening to IAM Love Builders Show. We'll be right back in just a second. Okay, we're back at IAM Love Builders Show. We have Donovan and Samantha Campbell on the line, and you were just explaining, because the last time we talked, you were telling me about this project and delving into proverbs. So please
Yeah,
unpack it for us.
yeah. So it's just mind blowing because as I was saying earlier, the book of Proverbs for me, it's a multiple purpose book of peace based on my reading and based on what God opened my eyes to see. And I, God has given me this desire from last year to do this year, January, and it never happened. But I believe that God was just giving me glimpses. So now I have the full picture of what to do going forward. And so one of the things that I did is that I'll be having 31 different guests from all over the world. I have persons from in the Caribbean. I have persons from Uganda, Nigeria, Mexico, Philippines, United States of America, all over. That is going to be a part of this series. So it's because it's the first time I'm doing it. I'm going to do it live stream through my business Facebook called Coach Donovan DC. So I've been doing that every evening comes January, and share these inspiration and just all about to inspire people, motivate people, and to educate people how to live a wise life, a productive life, and not to live their one life in this world being foolish and be unproductive. So that's where
I think you sent me I think I saw a flyer for that a couple of days ago. So I want to make sure I promote that for you, because we're listed as one of the sponsors. Yeah, for that. So we want to make sure we get that out. That's a huge project, but I'm super excited for it and for you.
1 month.
Yes.
1 month for 31 days.
Yes, 31 days. Starting in January, right?
Starting in January. But I am happy that I start to reach out to persons from in October, because I just shared the flyer on my Facebook business page before I joined the meeting.
Right.
And so I reach out to persons in October and to make sure that things are in place and to give my designer advanced time to create it, because that flyer have over 30 pictures on it.
Right.
Because all of my guests, there's a picture there.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Amen.
Like I said, I'm going to put that on our Facebook pages as well to go ahead and promote that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to be a phenomenal project. So we're going to be following that as well, and it's going to be live on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
Now, is there a specific time that's going to be happening?
Yeah. So it is 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time, and
6 p.m. our time.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Yeah, MST.
Okay. So every day now, even on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, every day at 6 p.m.
Every day for the entire January.
All right.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, we'll definitely be sharing that and trying to drive people to it, because it's going to be a great event.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. As I said before, it is persons from all over the world that is going to be, each even is a different guest.
Yeah.
And the book of Proverbs has 31 chapters, and that's why I'm taking it from that way.
Right.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a project I did last year called Mastering Adam, and I just finished the book for it, and the subtitle, the title is called Mastering Adam: Becoming the Best Adam for Your Eve.
Yeah, I saw it in a commercial. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So guys, tell me, what is it that you two, do you have a ministry or something that you both do together?
We just support each other. My wife, she do presentation whether in the church or outside of the church, and that's her thing, and she have her own private business. For me, um I am a gospel artist. So before when I finish the interview here, I'll be going to a charity concert.
Yeah.
So a gospel artist, and also I am a creativity and a life coach, and a motivational speaker. So
Amen. Awesome. And then you have a ministry to a 2-year-old.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
probably your most challenging ministry right there. It's your hardest work right there, huh?
right there. But it's just amazing, to see how he's developing and growing, and he inspired me a lot. My wife, I called her a package of blessings. Every time I go on interview, I say my wife, she's a package of blessings to me, because she inspired me, knowing that she's inspired me, and she inspired me and motivate me without she knowing, because God used her in so much ways that makes me be this creative person and this productive person. It's all through her. Because just to backtrack, even with our first book that I have here entitled Our Life's Journey, here,
All right.
Okay.
it is on Amazon. You can type in the name by Donovan and Samantha. When this book started, we were dating. We were in long distance relationship, as I said before, and I see her has been the person who is gifted in writing more than I do. But by me being there supporting her, doing her masters, and started the book, Lord, that's another story. Started a book while dating, that is not. So by me supporting her and we brainstorming together, I realized that I myself is contributing to my own personal development and growth. So while I am building her and supporting her, I am doing that without knowing that I was doing that to myself.
Right.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if she have anything else to say to that.
Well, we've got a little bit less than a minute, so yeah. If you wanted to share something, now would be the time.
Well, that's it. We tend to motivate and encourage each other. He sees what I don't see in myself, and that's what keeps me going, especially when it comes to my private practice, and just doing the best at what I do, whether it be in church or outside of church. So that's what keeps the relationship strong, for us to build each other up and motivate each other and pray for each other.
Yeah, and to add to that, one of the things that we have built while we're in long distance relationship, and this is so amazing, because both of us went through 1 year of marriage counseling, and I was the one. The marriage counseling was supposed to be, I think, 4 months, and I told my wife, even though she wasn't happy, I said that I want to go through 1 year. And through that 1 year, the book started. And through that process of that 1 year, we have created this love triangle where we say this is the foundation. And whenever time we have a child or children, our children going to be inside the triangle. So the triangle, you have the peak, peak, and you have the two corners. So God is at the peak, and I'm on one side and she's on one side, and we join hands together at the bottom here and join hands with God to make the triangle.
Amen. Yes.
And that has been our foundation, that we keep that God first and we stay at the bottom.
That is phenomenal. That's a good place to end it. Hey, thank you guys for coming on the show. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, you've been listening to I Am Love Builders Show with Casper and Cheryl. Our season 1 of our Winning with Love show is now available. You can go to our website, IAMLoveBuilders.com, and you can download the app, or you can go to Zandra TV and download it from Roku, Apple, or Amazon. And we will see you guys on the next show. Bye-bye for now. We'll see you.